the best response, the best protection you can give to your child is the Quran. Nothing better than that. The Quran is to be not only read, and you read with your eyes, but the Quran is to be recited. And in order for the angel to record that you are reciting the Quran, the tongue must move. And when you're reciting the Quran, you can't do it in Urdu. Who is it who can translate the word of Allah into another language? The miraculous word of Allah, you want to translate it? What you can do is you can say, I'm trying to explain the word of Allah. Yes, but you cannot translate the word of Allah. So there's only one Quran, and it's not in French, and it's not in English, and it's not in Urdu, and it's not in Swahili. It's only in Arabic. And the Prophet said, sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wasallam, he wants you, this is your first duty to the Quran, the first duty to the Quran. If you are not fulfilling this first duty to the Quran, you are in trouble, my brother. The first duty to the Quran is to recite the Quran from cover to cover, shuru se akhir tak, and to recite the whole Quran at least once a month. Because of this hadith, they divided the Quran into 30 parts, so that you could recite the whole Quran once a month. But he also said, you can recite the whole Quran 3 times a month or once a week, but not faster than that. He said, if you recite the Quran faster than that, you'll not be able to absorb the meaning. If you teach your children to recite the Quran every day, from childhood, and they continue doing that until they die, all through their life, then one day they'll also understand what they're reciting. And one day they'll also learn to study the Quran. There are millions of pearls in the Quran which have not been as yet discovered. And if Allah blesses you to learn to discover a pearl in the Quran, that might be your passport to Jannah. The Quran also gives nur, light in the heart. The Quran gives shifa, but I don't have the time to deal with the subject of shifa. And so the best protection you have in akhirulzaman is the Quran. Try to fall in love with the Quran. And if you fall in love with the Quran, the rest of your life will be lovely.